Welcome back to Limitless Mentality, where we discuss profound psychological truths to help you improve your life. In today's video, we're diving into 14 mental models that will radically upgrade your thinking. These are the hidden tools successful people use to make smarter decisions, avoid common traps, and see life with clarity. If you've ever felt stuck in your own mind or overwhelmed by choices, these mental models will open new doors. Number 1. First principles thinking. Instead of accepting how things have always been done, first principles thinking helps you break things down to the core. Elon Musk uses this all the time. Instead of asking, "How much does a rocket cost?" he asked, "What are the raw materials in a rocket, and how much do those cost?" That shift led to huge savings and innovation. This model pushes you to stop relying on assumptions and rebuild ideas from the ground up. Number 2. Inversion. Most people think in terms of, how do I succeed? But inversion flips that. It asks, how could I fail? Then you avoid those failure points. Let's say you want a strong relationship. Instead of just thinking about romance and connection, ask, what behaviors destroy trust? Avoid those, and you're halfway there. Inversion helps you prevent problems before they even show up. Number 3. Opportunity cost. Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. That's opportunity cost. The scary part? Most people don't even realize they're making that trade. Watching 4 hours of Netflix has a cost. Not just in time, but in what you could have done with that time. When you start thinking in terms of trade-offs, your priorities get real clear, real fast. Number 4. Second-order thinking. It's easy to think about the first consequence of a choice. But what happens after that? That's second-order thinking. For example, giving everyone a day off might boost morale immediately, but what does it do to productivity or deadlines the next week? Smart thinkers look beyond the obvious. They ask, and then what? Number 5. The map is not the territory. We all carry mental maps of how we think the world works. But the map is not the territory. It's a model, a simplified version of reality. Sometimes your map is outdated. Maybe you think people succeed purely from talent, but reality shows effort and environment matter more. Don't confuse your internal model with the actual world. Be willing to update your map when new data comes in. Number 6. Hanlon's razor. This one's simple but powerful. Never attribute to malice that which can be explained by stupidity or ignorance. Someone cuts you off in traffic. It's probably not personal. Your coworker forgets a meeting. It wasn't sabotage. This model keeps you from wasting energy on imagined enemies and helps you respond with calm instead of anger. Number 7. The Pareto Principle. Also known as the 80-20 rule, this mental model says that 80% of outcomes come from 20% of inputs. In other words, most of what you do doesn't actually matter, but a small portion. That's where the gold is. Once you identify the 20% of actions that drive 80% of your results, you can double down and cut the rest. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter. Number 8. Circle of competence. Knowing what you don't know is just as important as what you do. Warren Buffett talks about staying within his circle of competence, only making decisions in areas where he truly understands the game. This doesn't mean you can't learn new things, but it does mean being honest about your limits. Faking expertise leads to costly mistakes. Number 9. Survivorship bias. When you only look at the winners, you get a distorted view of reality. People love studying billionaires and overnight successes, but they rarely look at the thousands who failed with the same strategy. Survivorship bias makes you believe something is more effective than it actually is. The key? Study the full picture, not just the ones who made it. Number 10. Regression to the mean. Things tend to return to their average. If you have an amazing day or a terrible one, odds are your next day will be more normal. This is called regression to the mean. It's especially useful in performance and motivation. If you bomb a test, it doesn't mean you're doomed. You're likely to bounce back. Knowing this keeps you from overreacting to temporary highs or lows. Number 11. Falsifiability. If your belief or theory can't be proven wrong, it's probably not worth much. Falsifiability is a mental model from science that says a good idea must be testable. Hard work leads to success. Sounds great, but can it be tested? Or are there exceptions? This model trains you to challenge your ideas and sharpen your beliefs so they stand up to scrutiny. Number 12. Availability bias. We tend to overestimate things that are easy to recall. Hear about a plane crash on the news? Suddenly, flying feels dangerous, even though it's still way safer than driving. This is availability bias. Just because something is vivid or recent doesn't mean it's more likely. Learning to question your gut reactions helps you stay grounded in reality. Number 13. Confirmation bias. We all love being right. So much so that we tend to only seek out info that confirms what we already believe. That's confirmation bias. If you think success is all about luck, you'll notice every story that proves your point and ignore the ones that don't. The cure? Seek disconfirming evidence. Look for the cracks in your own ideas. That's how real growth happens. Number 14. Sunk cost fallacy. Just because you've already invested time or money doesn't mean you should keep going. That's the sunk cost fallacy. Staying in a toxic relationship because you've already put in years doesn't make it a good choice. Smart thinking means cutting your losses when needed and focusing on future value, not past effort. It's hard, but freeing. Most people go through life reacting on autopilot, never questioning the way they think. But mental models give you tools to interrupt that default mode. They let you zoom out, challenge assumptions, and make better calls. When you start using them in daily life, it's like switching from a blurry lens to one that's crystal clear. You don't just see more, you understand more. Which of these mental models felt like a wake-up call for you? And which one are you going to start applying this week? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear how you're upgrading your thinking. If you found this video helpful, subscribe for more eye-opening insights. Until next time, keep striving, keep growing, and stay limitless.